Second try. Welcome to my random couch vlog. I figured today we would talk about some events that are coming up on the internet that are quite popular. For the month of October, as probably everyone knows, is a popular event called Inktober. And I thought it would be really cool if we all kind of participated in Inktober. Inktober, the idea is that you draw in traditional mediums like ink. Yeah, get it? Inktober. And you can follow prompts. I think the idea is just that you draw every single day of the month something different in ink. A lot of people ignore the ink bit and do it in digital, and I'm probably going to do that because I can't draw to begin with, but I thought it would be kind of fun, and we could all use this as an excuse to try and become better artists like me. I need the practice. But, you know, I thought it might be fun. So that's one thing I thought we could all do as a community, is Inktober. There's a Discord. I think the link to the Discord is in the description. We can all share our stuff there. I'm extremely active on Twitter. That is the only place that I'm active. Sometimes I'm active on Instagram, but it's literally, the amount of activity that I have on my Twitter account is embarrassing. I have something like 70,000 tweets, something ridiculous like that. It's like 70,000 tweets, and like 400 followers. Yeah, it's like, it's awkward. But I'm really active there. So I thought it'd be really cool if we did that. Now, the second event that's coming up that's really popular on the internet is also popular in the real world, and it's called National Novel Writing Month, which takes place in the month of November. So the idea behind National Novel Writing Month, which is more commonly referred to as NaNoWriMo, which it has a website. I think it's NaNoWriMo.org, and that's NaNoWriMo.org. And sorry, my hand keeps going in the way. I'm trying to stabilize my phone so it doesn't wiggle. But, yeah, so NaNoWriMo takes place in the month of November, and the idea is to hit 50,000 or more, or just hit a goal, words in a month. So it's writing a novel, basically. And I think 50,000 was picked because I think that's like the bare minimum that defines how many words a novel is. I forget. But NaNoWriMo is really cool because there are tons of cities that participate by having, like, events. People who are in NaNoWriMo will often have like these meetups where everybody writes together. They're like writing sprints. There's all these forums that, you know, help give you ideas, that help give you prompts. And I thought it would be really cool if, as a community, we work together to do NaNoWriMo. I have no idea how we're going to do that. I thought it would just be cool to have like a support system, like maybe I'll try to do a vlog once a week that says where I'm at with my NaNoWriMo, which I already know what I'll be working on for NaNoWriMo. But then I also got to thinking about the fact that, obviously, as many of you know, I've been trying to write a book for a while that is historical fiction, and it's involved a lot of research. There's a video on my channel me going over like 12 books that I got for different subjects. And I thought it would be really cool to go over the things that I've learned, and I might try to do that for October, because I have learned a lot. But it also would be really fun for me because it works as kind of like a video diary, and just like a log of where to put everything that I've learned, and also questions that I have, and also to be corrected by people who know better than me, because there is nothing scarier than writing a historical fiction and then finding out that you weren't historically accurate. So I'd like to get that accuracy. There's a lot of minute details that you would not believe you need to know until you are, and the sad thing about that is that it's literally for like 2 seconds. Like, it's not something that is usually vital. It's like, someone who is trading a pig for something else, but then you realize you don't know the worth of a pig in the Middle Ages, so you have to go hunting for the currency for the time period you're writing. So if I'm writing for 12th century, you know, England, I need to know what currency was used in 12th century England, which crowns did not yet exist, I think. I have to relook that up, but one of the things that is relatively well known now did not exist in the 12th century, so crowns could not be used. Now, I figured out how much shillings? No, I've already forgot the word. See? Video diary. I need it. But, yeah, basically, long story short, you gotta know how much other things are worth, because what would a peasant be trading a pig for? And it's not like you can just, I mean, you could just say the peasant was trading. But that's boring. Like, you want to add to your world. You want to say the peasant was trading a pig for 2 chickens and, like, a wool blanket or something. That's probably, the value of that is not accurate. Don't use that. But I thought it would be really cool to share the things that I learned and get corrected. And, and have everybody take part in that. And then you guys can tell me the things that you've learned about your universes and, you know, what you're building. Obviously, if you don't want to, because I understand the whole idea of, like, being concerned for your creative property, we don't have to go that deep into it. Like, you can keep whatever you want to keep secret, you can keep that secret. But, like, you know, we can talk about the goals that we're trying to meet that week, influences that we have, books that we can suggest everybody reads. I talk about books that I'm reading because, believe me, I bounce between research material constantly, and I'm online. Like, I have all these books, but I'm also reading stuff online. Like, I have a wealth of knowledge, but it's really hard to keep track of it. So I thought that would be really cool to do as a community, is work together towards NaNoWriMo. Now, I think for October, I think NaNoWriMo has stuff that you can do to prepare for the month of November, because 50,000 words is a lot. And I will say, one of the, like, programs that I use for NaNoWriMo, which is really, really cool, and I would suggest it to literally everyone I know, is Scrivener. Scrivener. It's awesome. It's available for Mac and PC. That's not an ad. I really just want people to have tools that they can use that are really cool. Scrivener is just something, like, I use it. Oh, God, it's my favorite thing ever. But I use it for note-taking. Like, I use it for everything. It's really cool. So, yeah, let me know if you guys are interested in NaNoWriMo, if you're interested in hearing my research, if you're not. And then, you know, there's some other things that I've been planning on doing for the month of October, but I thought these might be cool anyways, like Inktober, NaNoWriMo, really creative things that we could do. And I figured one really funny thing for Inktober that I could do is introduce you guys to, like, my characters and my historical fiction. It's really, let's get real for a second. Like, this is going to be like a 10-minute vlog. What else is new? But, like, let's be real for a second, yeah? You know what's really hard for me is actually sharing my creative ideas, because I feel vulnerable when I open up about those. I'm actually quite defensive. I don't like opening myself up to the internet at all. I am actually very quiet about my personal life, which I'm sure you guys notice. I don't talk about Brent. I don't talk about my family very often. It's very hard for me to open up about stuff, especially my creative stuff. It's difficult for me to show, like, processes. Like, showing you guys my art is pretty hard as is, because I am a terrible artist. I got no illusions about that. Like, I know I can't draw worth a damn. Oh, excuse me, I'm supposed to not swear, family friendly. But, so it's hard for me when writing, especially. Writing is something that I have done since the day I learned how to read. Like, before I knew how to read, I was constantly carrying books, and if my mother didn't have time to read to me, I would sit, because, you know, obviously parents are busy, they have to do stuff, I would put the book down and make up stories, because I have grown up with books. My mother our places to hang out, my mother is my best friend, pretty much. We do everything together. We would go to bookstores and hang out at bookstores. Like, that's just what I did. Books are everything. So writing is super hard for me to share, and I think it's part of the reason why I don't publish things and I don't really read stuff that I write, and I chicken out when I'm like, I'm gonna write something and read it on the channel, because for me, it is a huge extension of myself, and to share it is very vulnerable for me. It makes me feel like I'm putting a part of myself out that I can't handle if people criticize it. But I obviously need to get over that, because if I want to publish something, I need to get used to the idea of people criticizing me. Because if it ever did become popular, I will have a sect of people who will hate it just to hate it. I'm looking at you, Twilight. But, to be fair, Twilight has a lot of flaws. We won't even touch on that. But, long story short, it's going to be interesting for me, and I think it might be a really fun exercise, and I'd love to see you guys get in on it too, and maybe we can all talk about the things that make us uncomfortable about creative stuff, because I know sharing creativity is hard. We get criticized, and it hurts, because it's a huge part of us, so that's going to be hard. But anyways, let me know what you guys think about these ideas. I want to get a little more active. I probably will start doing more vlogs on the channel, and less gaming videos, although I have some really fun ideas for gaming videos. We'll see if they happen. I mean, I don't know. I get home, I'm, like, exhausted, I do live streams, and then I'm like, tomorrow. So I'll see you guys next time. Thank you so much for watching, and let me know what you think. Bye!